Hi, I'm Rose Bajaka.
And Abby C. Sander.
And we're recording Chapter 13, Sharing the Roadway. Has this ever happened to you?
Just driving in my car. Ah, an animal! Ah! Ah! It's trying to hurt
me! We have the solution. Be cautious when driving through farmlands or any wooded areas. If you're driving, think about what you can do when animals suddenly dart into the road and into the path of a car. If you're driving in a two-lane road, drive with your headlights on. And when there is no oncoming traffic, move toward the center line to improve visibility. Be especially careful when driving at night in fog. Leave as wide as a safety margin as you can while driving around animals. When you spot one animal, assume others are nearby.
If it appears impossible to avoid striking a large animal, brake firmly and steer to strike it at an angle. Let up on the brake pedal just before hitting the animal. If you see signs that say cattle crossing or open range, or signs that warn horseback riders, keep a lookout for animals on a nearby roadway. Always drive past any animal slowly and cautiously. Thank you. Has this ever happened to you?
If it has, here's how to avoid the situation. Search the roadways and sides of the road continuously when you drive. Watch for children on and off the roadway and look for clues that they may be present. In residential areas, reduce speed and drive as far away from the curb or parked vehicles as you safely can. Use ground viewing. Search beneath parked vehicles for signs of movement. Be alert for people crossing against a light, stepping off a curb prematurely, or rushing to be a changing light. Be alert for children and adults near bus stops, transitions in school zones, near parks, and in shopping areas. When backing up, never rely on your rearview mirror alone. Before backing up, make sure there is no one or behind or next to your vehicle.
Or assume a pedestrian can see your vehicle. To warn a pedestrian a vehicle is approaching, tap your horn. You should always yield to a pedestrian. They have the right of way, even when they're crossing the road illegally. As a pedestrian, you have the following responsibilities. Never assume that a driver will see you, and stop only at intersections. Cross only when the light is green or when a pedestrian symbol shows a walk symbol. Do not step off the curb while waiting for the light to change. Pause before crossing to look or listen for approaching traffic. Walk facing traffic. Wear reflective clothing at night and do not wear headphones. Always take a child by the hand when crossing streets, which Rose will demonstrate here. Thank you.
I'll help you.
Notice how she looks both ways. Holding her hand, she crosses the street with the young child.
Have a nice day.
What a good Samaritan.
While driving with cyclists, to minimize risk, search the roadway ahead for problems that may cause a cyclist to change speed or direction, skid, or make a sudden stop. Anticipate sudden risk by allowing cyclists as much maneuvering space as possible. When driving behind a cyclist, increase your following distance. Never try to pass a cyclist in a tight space. If they are carrying a passenger, be especially careful.
Oh.
Word.
As a motorcyclist, you have the same rights on the roadway as any other driver. Motorcyclists should not take advantage of their small size to weave in and out of lanes of traffic at high speeds, and they should take care to stay out of drivers' blind spots. Oh, that's it. Thanks.
Ready? The difference in size, shape, and weight of vehicles affect handling ability as well as the amount of visibility the driver has. Different types of vehicles could be trucks, buses, small cars, emergency vehicles, snowmobiles, sports utility vehicles, ice cream trucks, and maintenance vehicles.
Yeah. Truck drivers sit high above the roadway and have excellent visibility. However, it is hard for them to see to the side and behind the truck. Trucks create visibility problems for other drivers as well. Handling a truck is much more difficult than handling a car. A truck accelerates slowly and tends to lose speed while climbing up an uphill road. But going downhill, a truck's momentum tends to gain speed. Trucks take up much more room on the roadway than a car does. Increase your following distance while behind a truck, and remember that a truck requires a wide turning space and more time space to stop and more time and space to stop than cars do. Here we are joining a fellow truck driver on the road, and she will explain to us what her view is like.
I have such an excellent view, but I can never see behind me
Why is your view so great?
because I'm sitting so up high.
Oh, that is fantastic. Sorry. Thank you, truck driver.
Anytime, Abby. The same visibility and handling factors that pertains to truck also apply to buses. Allow buses an equal amount of elbow room and follow the same 4-second distance between while following a bus.
Be especially careful when you approach or pass a stopped bus. Reduce speed and keep alert for pedestrians rushing to catch a bus and discharged passengers hurrying across the streets in front of the bus. Always be ready to stop.
The amount of small cars on the road today is greater than ever before. Small cars have less power than larger vehicles. As a result, a small car may take a lot longer to pass other vehicles. Small cars may also lose speed while climbing a steep hill. When driving a small car, allow yourself extra space and time to pass another vehicle. If a small car is passing, you give the driver ample space and time to maneuver. Also, give small cars extra room when roads are slippery or there are other small winds.
When you meet an emergency vehicle such as an ambulance, police vehicle, and fire truck with flashing lights or sirens blaring, you should yield the right of way. For snowmobiles, allow extra time and space to adjust to any maneuver that a snowmobile may make. Sports utility vehicles such as SUVs are taller than an average passenger car. Keep extra distance between you and SUVs. That might allow you to help see around the vehicle. Also remember that SUVs need extra stopping distance. Approach ice cream trucks cautiously. Watch for little children darting into the street and emerging from behind parked cars. Be alert for maintenance vehicles and adjust speed and position to accommodate sudden changes in traffic flow that they cause.
When dealing with the slow-moving cars, try and spot them as early as possible. Once you identify such a vehicle, reduce speed immediately and follow at a safe distance. Before passing, consider the driver likely action. If you decide to pass, do so only when there is what is legal. Be careful on narrow single-lane country roads, where you are more likely to encounter slow-moving vehicles.
That's new, and tonight's just me and you. It's baby tonight, the DJ got us falling in love again. Okay,
Let's go! Because I feel like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, but I know that I don't and I won't ever stop because you know I gotta win every day they go. See, if you really want to pop me, just know that you never flop me and know that I can be a little cocky. You never gonna stop me. Every time I come a nigga gotta say it, then gotta go, then gotta get in, then gotta blow, then gotta shit a little thing the nigga think you be doing because it doesn't matter like I'm gonna then I'm gonna murder anything about it, anything. I gotta do a lot of things to make it clear to a couple niggas that I always win. And I gotta get it again and again and again. And I'm doing it to death and I'll move a little found nigga, but I call rough and everybody know sound niggas know that the best when I come and doing this. I've been banging on my chest and I'm banging in the east and I'm banging in the west and I come to give you more and I never give you less. You can hear it in the streets, you can read it in the press. Do you really want to know what's next?
Let's go.
See the way we up in the race and you know we gotta do it, try to keep up with the pace and a struggle and a hustle and a sun and again you know we gotta do it, take it to another place, gotta taste it, then I gotta grab it, then I gotta cut all through this traffic just to be at the top of the throne, but I know I gotta have it. Look at me now. Look at me now.
Look at
Me now. I'm getting paper.